in a role that I'm currently working in as one of the jobs that I do. So, with that being said, I remember over the years, you know, like right before COVID maybe, or even before that, for some time, let me just say that, I would, you know, reach out to attorneys that I may have known through other people I know personally, and offer my services, you know, to maybe review cases for them, or apply to, not necessarily apply for any, to be honest. Let me take that back. I may have sent my resume or what have you, but because back then you didn't see too many positions available for LNCs or even nurse paralegals for that matter. Well, anyway, most recently I sent a message to an attorney, and I never got a response, not even an acknowledgement, you know. And I was like, well, you know, I know they're very busy. They may or may not have seen it, but I did let them know that I sent it, so they was aware. But I didn't get any response at all. Not acknowledgement, not saying, oh, I got your message, and ooh, you know, at present we're not actually seeking an LNC or nurse paralegal, what have you, whatever. Just some sort of acknowledgement. Well, and you know, I was okay with it. But you do feel a certain kind of way, like when you reach out to people and they don't respond at all, don't you? You know, like, okay, I'm trying to reach you. Did you see my message? You know, whatever. So, anyway, that particular law firm, you know, it's local, but God fixed it. Whereas, you know, I happened to see this particular position online, and I just filled it out, not thinking nothing of it. I didn't, you know, like saying, oh, this was God, or prayed about it. I just filled out the application, and just to see, you know, where it would land, what would happen. And obviously I was offered the position. You know, great pay, great benefits, and I'm still able to do what I love to do in a hospital setting. So I'm able to do both. Well, anyway, I say that to say this particular law firm that I'm with is a huge law firm, multi-state law firm, and it's just exciting that sometimes people will ignore you, people will not respond to you, people will, in a sense, overlook you, reject you, not interested in you, whatever the case might be, whatever the reasons might be. God always has a plan, and you're always on the mind of God. You're in the heart of God. You're in the hand of God, and God always has something better for you. So if you have ever experienced that, or maybe you have recently experienced that, and you're wondering, okay, God, I know I have the knowledge, I know I have the experience, I know I will be a great asset to their team, I know what I bring to the table, right? Not, you know, boasting or bragging. You just know who you are, and your history, and what you've done, and what you can do. And so, and you just wonder, like, okay, what is it? I mean, sometimes, you know, you always have to look at fit, but, you know, some people have personalities, whereas, you know, you want to do the job, you know, and they'll do a good job at what they do. So, I said all of that to say, don't be discouraged. Don't focus on, you know, you don't get the return call, you don't get any sort of response or feedback from people you thought you may, right? Because God always has a plan. He's the man with the plan, right? The master plan. He knows better than you what he has in store for you. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. And just wanted to encourage you with that word. I hope it encouraged somebody today. All right. So y'all have an amazing day. I hope you were able to hear me okay. Lord, I spoke for 7 minutes. I try to do these quick, but if you know me, you know me. I am kind of long-winded.